It?
Oh, geez. Oh, there
okay,
we go.
There we go.
There we
There
go.
we go.
Okay.
So I just need to confirm. So today is actually Friday, right?
It is Friday this time. That is correct.
It is Friday. It is Friday this time.
Look at us. Look at us developing these clocks.
Oh my God.
And there's my notification.
There we
Good
go.
morning, everyone, and welcome to the Ragin to the Vlogs.
Oh,
it is April 15th, 2022, and we'll be right back so I can shut my fucking phone off.
There we go.
This. And that is all you get this morning because I'm ready to start bitching already.
Oh, no.
One of those notifications was fucking PayPal. They want to show me how how my earnings have gone up this week.
Well,
fuck you, PayPal. Fuck you. Give me my fucking money.
Right. It would help if they didn't lock you out of your own account. So...
I am so frustrated. And look, it was really, people do not let your money sit in PayPal.
Absolutely not. Yeah,
take it out as soon as you get it and put it in the fucking bank. Right now, everything I've earned over the last 6 weeks is being held hostage over a broken fucking link.
Yeah.
All because I did a refund, which was out of the ordinary on my account.
Right. Yeah. So but really, it's like people need to be reminded that PayPal is not a bank, and they don't act like one, and they're not required to act like one.
No, they're not.
Even though they want you to think that they are. But do not keep your money.
No, this has been awful.
PayPal. It's just there for transferring. That's it. So. So that
good morning, chat.
Yeah, that was a public service announcement. So good morning. So who's in the chat today, Nita?
We got Mike Jimmy. We got Jody McPhee.
Oh, look at that.
We got Glenn Fleming, who never gets my name right.
Oh no! Eventually,
Carl.
Oh, and by the way, Glenn,
Allison,
it's never
good morning.
You get nothing but 100% pure, unadulterated Lage cackle. Oh, not even from concentrate. So welcome everybody to another edition of Ragin to the Vlogs. I had to remind myself where we are right now.
Good morning, Pops.
Hey, good morning. Good morning, Pops. But yeah, it's like, so thank you everybody for showing up on this Friday, which I have to keep reminding myself it's Friday before I keep saying it's Monday. Mondays I say
Monday was Friday.
Fridays I always say it's Monday. So I gotta
motherfucker, it's the beginning of your week or the end
of the week.
Whichever one it is, we'll let you pick.
Right, exactly.
We're just bookending.
On that note, hello everyone. My name is Daphne Lage, and I'm a cartoonist, illustrator, and comic book artist from New York. I have been self-publishing comics since 1992, and I am known for the funny animal fantasy adventure Tall Tales, which issue 4 coming out in a couple of months on Kickstarter. And I'm also known for my medieval fantasy soap opera, Egoraven, Heir of the First Unicorn, which just ended its run on Kickstarter for issue 4. You can read both of my comics online at Tall Tales, TAILS online.com, and egoworks.com, EGOWORKS. And if you're joining us from regions beyond, from Facebook, from Twitter, from anywhere else you might have seen this
from that shithole Rumble, which we've signed up for and we're not going back to
because they have everything that's against their terms of service. So
yeah, I read the first terms of service and I'm like, oh, we're fucked.
Right. So come on over to YouTube, join all the sexy people in the chat, hit that notification bell, also hit that subscribe button. Get notified whenever we go live on either my channel or on the Ragin 2 network. And that's the thing. If you visit my channel at Daphne Lage, Lager, you can also check out an entire library of videos on how I create my artwork and all that fun stuff relating to that. So again, come on over to YouTube, make the algorithm gods happy, and hang out with us for an hour. So Nita, tell the peoples who you are.
My name is Nita Lanning. I am a writer, vlogger, blogger from Southeast Louisiana. I am CEO and executive producer of the Ragin 2 Broadcast Network.
There you go. So you had mentioned this Rumble.
Same, Pops. Same.
Yeah. So I
guess you sexy bitch.
That it's supposed to be like some kind of YouTube alternative, but now
it's another platform, kind of like Haps, kind of like YouTube. But that first number 1, terms of service. If you consider a bikini sexual fucking content, guess what, buddy? We're fucked because there's pretty much nothing I can show. There's not one episode of mine that's ever gonna fly on your fucking channel.
I mean, I don't
even think Nerd Bacon would fly over there.
Wow, I mean, it's kind of ridiculous. It's like, so ankles. We're going back to ankle. They always, that's where they always get you on
our discretion. What is your? So you mean it depends on the mood of whoever's there that day that gets.
That's the exact terms of service that made me not go to Substack. It's like I feel kind of bad because about that because the rabbi from another planet had invited me on a special show to talk about Substack. I went out of my way to learn Substack and open up an account there, just to kind of get a feel for it and whatnot. And I asked them specifically what their terms of service are for like adult content or adult artwork. And they gave me that it's like everything is on a case-by-case basis. And it's like,
because it says content or material that we believe is pornographic, obscene, or of an adult or sexual nature. Yeah. And then it says bikinis.
Right.
Oh, well, we're
right. Yeah.
So you're lucky if you get a bikini over here.
Right. Like, yeah, exactly. So it's like, so unfortunately, so when I finally got on the rabbi's show, I was like going, well, I mean, I can't really, it's like if you have like, I guess like regular content that's just like very mainstream or something, I guess you'll be okay. But it's like if you try to do anything out of the norm where it comes to like, like if you try to post up like sexier artwork like I would, or the guest that was also with me on the show, they did horror comics. And they were like going, no way, because usually right after porn, they're banning horror material. So it's like they're like going, so we're gonna have to like skip on Substack too. And I think I kind of ruined the rabbi's show. It's not
genre specific. It's creator attacks unless you're creating.
Right. I mean, it's like it's Well, the thing is, it's kind of like, but because that's usually what it is. It's like first it's the porn they go after, or they use the porn as a base, and then they go after like graphic horror content. So if you're the type that likes that type of thing, even though like, you go
on encouraging violence, and we're against violence over here at Ragin 2.
Except to those who deserve it.
Because fuck them.
But so yeah, so and it's like, and that's the thing too, because in the end it was a bikini shot that got my Patreon, my House of Bob Patreon suspended.
See, Pops is saying he posts everything over there and nothing's been flagged yet. I'm going to continue to share stuff over there, but I'm not going to direct traffic over there. That's going to be my on hold in case something happens with YouTube. I have backup. Basically, I'm using them for backup storage. Thank you, Rumble, for fucking being my cloud.
Right. So there you go. So at least you can use it for something. But yeah, but a bikini, in the end, a bikini shot is what got my my Patreon, House of Bob Patreon, suspended. So so yeah, I don't trust any terms of service that says that it is our discretion. And it's like, depending on how uptight
who are we?
Yeah, exactly.
Who is your collective? Because does your collective change on a daily basis, or is it two guys in a room?
Right.
Like, how is this?
Yeah, and it depends on what on what they're feeling like. It's like, and the thing is, it's very confusing because I subscribe to a couple of adults only Patreons, and yeah, I get all the good stuff, but I'm skittish about putting adult work on there, even though because it's always like, oh, am I the one that they're going to target? It's like, okay, they let these guys do it, but am I good? I mean, I got, like I said, it's like I got
food. Yes, totally.
Yeah.
They fucking booted her ass.
You know what? It's like, yeah, they suspended me. Until I cleaned up my Patreon, and they had me clean. And mind you, this was an adults only Patreon. I had it marked for adults only and everything, which means that unless you had the link, I know, really, I enjoy that stuff too much. It's like, so you had to have a direct link. It's not like anybody could search for my Patreon or anything, and they were still up my ass about it. And in the end, it's like they wouldn't unsuspend my account until I took a bikini girl off my banner. And it's like, what's the point on marking this adults only if I have to scrub it clean?
Right.
So it's like, oh, okay, whatever. So I got off. So I
family free.
Yeah, so I got off. So I closed down. I have a regular Patreon, but I took House of Bob down because it's like already I was very uncomfortable being on somebody's radar, and once that happens, it's like every little thing they start looking for now. So that's.
Hey, let's segue that right there.
Okay, what do you? Oh yes. So speaking of that, yes. So speaking of that, House of Bob, we're doing another episode tomorrow night from 10 p.m. to midnight. Come on over. We're going to try something a little different. We're going to experiment with a more interactive show where you in the chat help me put together a team of I guess like mascot sexy furry girls to be our mascots for House of Bob, our hostesses. Yes, we need hostesses. So come on over in the chat and we'll do like kind of like a round robin. I know that Joe on my last stream on Wednesday, he offered up some suggestions and one of them really stood out for me, but we'll save it. We'll save it for the show, and maybe we'll end the 2 hours having our first hostess for House of Bob, courtesy of everybody. So tomorrow night from 10 to midnight, bring your pajamas, bring your flannel, bring your slippers. We're gonna have a good time. Also, Fellowship of the Indies. So now I can concentrate on this campaign a little bit more. So Fellowship of the Indies, nine titles by 7 publishers in one awesome campaign. It's like, are you new to the indie comic scene? Then here is the perfect Kickstarter campaign to get you started. 9 issue ones of different genres in one bundle for $25. Or if you want something that sounds a little bit more familiar, you get 1 comic for $25 and
buy one get 8 free.
Buy one and get 8 books for free as a bonus. as a bonus for supporting this campaign.
Including the Oswald Chronicles in full color.
Absolutely. You get all of these books, and you're guaranteed to find a new favorite comic, if not all of them. It is on Kickstarter now. I think we have 25 days left, so check that out.
Speaking of Oswald.
And yes, exactly. Speaking of Oswald, I want to thank the 100 backers. I think this is a backer record for JD. He has 4 days to go. We're trying to get him to $4,000. He's so close. It'll be like this is going to be kind of like a little mini record breaking campaign for him. He's never had 100 backers before, so let's get more backers for him. Let's get this campaign to 4,000. If you've never heard of the Oswald Chronicles before, this is an excellent campaign to jump on as well. It's a new story arc. It starts a brand new story. It's the first 2 issues of a 4-issue limited series, and you also on the campaign can also get the volume 1 trade paperback and really get the story from the beginning. So the campaign has 4 days left to go. So show a mouse some love.
And how you ship these campaigns?
Oh, absolutely. And especially now that I am I'm in fulfillment mindset. Save 5% on your next Gemini mailer order with our coupon code Ragin2. Don't be the person that I'm going to kind of talk about in shortly, because don't be this person. Be the one who packages your comics in a proper way to properly and safely get it to everybody who pledged. Ragin2, save 5%, no excuse. And if you have any questions, comments for us, or anything you want us to address on the show, do you have a question or a topic you want us to talk about? Email us at raginavc@gmail.com. It's like, don't be afraid to ask us questions. We'll most likely answer them, even the ones that are questionable questions. We'll even try to give you an answer. Even your silliest question, we'll try to give you a serious answer for. So that's the thing. So
send us your best, Karen.
Yeah, exactly. And we will make sure we give you our best. We are the manager. So there we go. No, Skunk Rocker, you are not being grossly miscategorized. That's just that was just one aspect of my Patreon that part got banned. That got closed down. I do have there we go. Is Mike
That's
Jimmy
it. There's the cause. Mike Jimmy started it.
Mike Jimmy started it. Well, okay, Mike Jimmy demands YIF. It's like, well, we know. We don't worry, Skunk Rocker. We know the deal here.
Oh.
What do you got?
Hey, Mike.
Oh, hey. What do you got? What do you got?
I'll get it. They're just clipped on here now. I was going to put them on my headset, but they're going to sit up too high.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you have to adjust your, there we go. Yeah, so we'll be prepared. For tomorrow night. But yeah, so I just want to talk really quick a little bit more about the fellowship campaign, because I have, look at this. This is what you're getting for $25. Look at these beautiful books right here. Look at that. You're getting you're getting these books. Look at that. For $25 plus shipping. So it's like, how can you say that this isn't a deal? So let me show you. So here's God's Hand. That's the first one. You get HeroBot Zero. There we go. That's kind of like an all ages. So God's Hand is kind of like, if you're into like Hellboy and BPRD, it's kind of like that, except with more color variations. Here we have HeroBot Zero by Randy Zimmerman, which It's kind of like an all ages action adventure. Right. And then, of course, this one's familiar. So this one is Tall Tales, or so I thought. This is the Gabriel one shot that we actually split into 2 issues. And look at this beautiful cover I made specifically for this edition. So that's also part of it. Then we also have The Well Keeper, which is a beautiful black and white urban fantasy that, I mean, really, it's like, look at this.
Is awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it's like look at this artwork. I mean, how can you say no to that? So you get that, and of course you get the Oswald Chronicles. But look,
color, bitches, what up?
Color. This is my first day story, and this is the first time this story appears in full color. So it's like, yeah. So this is special to this campaign as well.
Rose.
Right. Then you have Shield of the Interceptor, kind of like a superhero / fantasy style book, which by J.D. Rosario. Look at that, full color. You know, most of these books are in full color. The only 2 that are not in full color are Tall Tales and The Well Keeper. But that doesn't stop anybody, right? You all grew up on manga. You're used to that. So we also have Luke Stone's Hybrids, Sons of Gods. So that's also available in this campaign.
Also active on Indiegogo. 1 through 3 campaign, which I will put in the show notes.
There we go. So then we also have Only Death Can Save Us in an individual issue format. If you collected his trade paperbacks, this comic has extra content specifically made for this comic version. So add this to your collection as well. And then to round off everything, we have the Revolt Sequential Art Showcase, which is an anthology edited by Randy Zimmerman. So you kind of get even more stories than in these individual comics. So you get to try out all these stories and all these new artists just by one anthology alone. So this is what you're getting. This is what you're getting for $25 on the Fellowship campaign. And this is also the thing too. On the Fellowship campaign, you're like going, but Daphne, these are only issue 1s. What about if I wanted issue 2s? Well, lucky for you. Lucky for you. On the Fellowship campaign, we are doing a very limited print run of all the issue 2s that would have corresponded with these books, including some new issue 1s, especially Calico of Shard, also written by Randy Zimmerman and illustrated by C. Michael Lanning. That family is just getting way too busy lately. So it's like, so we're going to do a limited run of the issue 2s of what we call the month 2 books that would have come out if this deal had fallen through. So not only do you get these issue 1s, but you will get issue 2s. And if you want to continue with any of these books, many of these books, with rare exception, you can go to the individual artists and continue the series from them directly. So you may start the books with Fellowship, but you get to also discover all of the individual artists that can continue the stories for you. So the links are in the chat. They're always in the show notes. We have 25 days left. And we just appreciate everyone who has supported this campaign. Exactly. This campaign. But when and the thing is, though, if you prefer Indiegogo, so say you don't like Kickstarter, what if you prefer Indiegogo? Go to Indiegogo and look for the Long Shots. The Long Shots is the exact same campaign, but in Indiegogo flavor. So either way, you can
Indiegogo tastes like pink.
Right? Yes, it does. Right? Kickstarter is for when you need to eat your greens. So there you go. So you can support You can support us on Indiegogo and Kickstarter. Long shots on Indiegogo, fellowship on Kickstarter. So I'm really glad I could talk more about this campaign, and yeah. So because holy crap, it's kind of like wow. So speaking of that, I just want to thank everybody who supported the Egoraven campaign, Egoraven issues 1 through 4. Holy crap. Not only did you guys get me to goal, you guys got me beyond goal. And I'm still kind of floored by that. I'm always humbled by the reaction that my little unicorn princess is getting. And yeah, I know.
It's because you're fucking adorable and we can't stand it. You're so humble. And it's just like,
I mean, it's, I just want to thank everybody for making the campaign what it ended up. We unlocked all of the stretch. We unlocked all of the stretch goals. So there's going to be an extra 8 pages added to issue 4. I spent all day tweaking the files yesterday, making sure that that my files were correct. So hopefully by Monday I can start sending out files to get stuff printed. And yeah, and it's like like I said, it's like I'm just like absolutely floored and humbled, and I just want to thank everybody, and let's do it again. So
and if you backed my baby's cover
right
in her add-ons, take a picture of it when it comes in, and that's a free ticket to the show of your choice. That's right, bitches, because I love you guys.
Oh, there you go. So they get to be honorable guests or something.
Damn straight.
Okay, so there you go. So yeah, so that's yeah, and you know what, it's like, yeah, and when you get the books, it's like, take pictures, hashtag us in it, it's
nepotism is everything over here.
Yes, exactly. Flattery gets you everywhere.
Flattery gets you everywhere.
So yeah, so yeah, so speaking of at the end, so I reached end of campaign. The end of campaign depression is real. Right?
It's like that's drop.
It really is. It really is. And something happened the other day that kind of reminded me how important, when it comes to a campaign, what you do after the campaign is just as important, if not more so, than what you do during the campaign and what you do before the campaign. Right. And that includes actually doing the book. I mean, we all support campaigns. We all support campaigns. It's like we've been, it's like, whether on Indiegogo, whether on Kickstarter, it doesn't matter which platform. But we know will be that where Kickstarter and Indiegogo is not your local comic book shop. Right. It's like you're not going into your local shop and paying $4.99 for a comic. It's like, just like I said with the Fellowship campaign, it's like most crowdfunders, you're paying upwards of $25 for one issue.
Right.
Because this is boutique publishing. This is print on demand. This is it's like the animal is different. Right. We're not Marvel, we're not DC, we're not printing books in the hundreds of thousands that allows us to be able to charge.
And the majority of independents are usually going up a notch with the quality too.
Right, exactly. So
there are a few that don't, though. One recently that's like, oh my God, this might as well be one-ply toilet paper.
Oh boy. So you know what? So hold that thought. We're going to show some love, and then you know what? You guys might be getting a rant after this. So stay tuned.
Absolutely. Hang tight, bitches.
favorite podcast. It's Critical Blast.
Yes.
Okay, where was I?
Rage. Rant.
Yes. Right. So, like I said, we pay premium. When we support a campaign, we pay premium for these books.
Right.
So there is an absolute expectation. Now, when we started doing crowdfundings, one of the things that kind of like annoyed us in general were people who always kept using, oh, we ship in Gemini mailers as kind of like a selling point. Now, I understand what they're doing, but here's the thing. I don't care how you pack your books. The expectation is that I am supposed to get my premium paid book in as excellent condition as possible from you. I don't care how you do it. You don't need Gemini mailers.
No.
It's like, we do have a coupon code for it, but you don't need.
And I do love that commission.
Right, exactly. It was like, but you don't need to use Gemini mailers.
No.
You don't need to use specialty packaging. You go to Uline, you pick up, whatever you need.
Karen Nicole uses fucking pizza boxes from Costco.
Right.
Because she has so many fucking stretch goals.
Right. It's like whatever it's so easy. You get Amazon boxes all the time. Cut those shits down, use them as backing. Now, the reason why I'm mentioning this is because JD got a Kickstarter the other day. He got a Kickstarter in the mail the other day, which
that were packaged like shit in the past week.
This is what it came in. I'm not going to dox anybody, okay? This is what it came in, exactly like this.
Oh, fuck you.
No backing board, no nothing, just the comic inside, okay? It was by the grace of God that nothing happened to the book. Because this was it. Okay?
It didn't crease the spine because that would piss me off.
He said that there was maybe a slight dent in the corner, but here's the thing. Even that, if that was a deal, I've ordered books on Amazon.
Right.
And it's like I've ordered a $5 book on Amazon or whatnot, whatever the discount is. The shit comes in with even the barest
it's going back.
Dent. I'm sending it back.
Damn straight.
Because I didn't spend money for a used looking
I will
book.
fuck up my books myself, thank you.
Right, exactly. It's like if I'm going to screw up a book, I'm going to do it myself. But literally, this is what they sent their comic in. Oh, now, here's the thing. According to the label, they paid $8.70
for that.
This.
Wow.
So it's like, dudes, friggin' cardboard, put cardboard in here, and you could have sent it media mail. Shit, you could have sent it first class.
Fucking right.
Why are you wasting $8.70, very expensive shipping, for a book that I know you could have shipped for a lot less domestically? And then you're sending it to me in this envelope, like this.
Yeah, no.
No backing, no nothing. Okay? Now, mind you, Nita has a problem with
my postal carrier would have origamied that shit. I would have had a fucking swan sitting in my mailbox.
Right. And she's literally told me how she actually tries to do that with Gemini mailers.
She's done it. She has bent the corners on Geminis before because our mailbox is like this shy of a Gemini mailer being able to slide in it.
Right.
She has fucking bent that side corner lengthwise enough to fucking force one in the mailbox before.
Right. So it's like, it's only by luck that I guess it's like I got that they just put this in the mailbox straight like this.
And see, I had another one recently. shipped in a box, which boxes work great sometimes.
Right.
Most of the time when I get stuff from you and JD, it comes in something larger. It has to be a box.
Right.
But they didn't, like, you guys fucking use all the bubble wrap and everything to stop the books from shifting around and whatnot. They didn't do that. So while it was in the box and the box was in good shape, guess what? The book's corners got fucked up in the box from the shipping.
Because you're not supposed to shake it and hear it rattling.
Right.
And, you know, and here's the thing. And it's like, and I don't understand why they thought this was acceptable.
Matt, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Is this somebody that's been around for a minute?
I don't know. I don't know who they are. And I'm not going to say. And
because like the thing that kills me is the two that I've gotten recently. These guys should have known better.
Right.
Like, it's kind of disappointing. It's like, you've been in this industry long enough that you hear this every fucking show, almost every episode. Maybe not like we're laying it out on the table right now, but you hear everyone talk about the care, Gemini mailers, Uline mailers, packaging. Don't use fucking Scotch tape. Use washi or painter's tape. That all this shit over and over and over and over.
Yeah.
It should be programmed in you. It's disappointing. It's especially when it's campaigns that you back and have supported by sharing out repeatedly. Because I'm sitting there and I'm putting my name out there with you guys for fucking nothing in some cases, and just like you're gonna deliver shit that makes me not want to promote you next time. When I've got people private messaging me, I can't believe the way so and so sent this.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. I mean, it's like even Odin was mentioning when we had him on Monday, that it's like that he remembers, like, there was one particular person, especially when they raise a lot of money on a campaign, and all he did was put his comic inside of a manila envelope.
Oh, I would shit a golden brick and go after somebody. I would be calling them. Your messenger's gonna ring, motherfucker.
So it's like, so I don't know where that comes from. Like, I don't know if it's like people all of a sudden think they can get cheap on shipping and technically make more money, but you're actually losing money when you do that.
Right.
Because, like I said, it was by the grace of God that book ended up with, with JD, the damage was, he didn't care. Whatever, like the little dent it was in the corner, he didn't care. He was able to, especially if it's coming overseas.
Holy crap.
I mean, really, it's like, it's like shipping is expensive enough as it is. Put some goddamn cardboard in it.
Damn straight.
So he was able to overlook it. But the thing is, though, is that how many people are getting actual damaged books that you have to replace?
Right.
And the thing is, though, don't pull that shit that, I'm not responsible for what the post office does. If
the fuck you are if you didn't package it up right.
If you didn't package your book in a way to mitigate what the post office can do, can and will do to a package, yes, you are responsible for it. And for all these people who talk about customer service, this is part of it. Because I don't want to pay $25 plus
no, fuck that.
$5 shipping,
Daphne.
$10 shipping.
Look, the dude that sent the one that everybody's calling me complaining about charged us $15 for shipping.
Right.
The price that we're seeing on the stamps is $3 and something.
Right.
That's extra fucking annoying, because not only am I paying top dollar for your Kickstarter, then you charge me fucking a delivery fee. And you should have sent my shit UPS for that.
Right. Exactly. And it would have been cheaper.
Right.
That's the thing. So it's like, I don't understand. It's like where this comes from, where it's like they raise money. It's like, okay, so I made $6,300 on my campaign. It's like, just saying it out loud.
It's fucking awesome, right? Do it again. Say it again.
Yeah, it's $6,300. A side note. Usually when I prepare my next campaign, I look at the previous campaigns. Go, okay, how much can I push this? So from issue 3 to issue 4, my whole thing is like, okay, can I push this by $1,000? Can I make $1,000 more? on the issue 5 campaign, from issue 4 and issue 5, because of how it almost reached $6,500. Now I'm thinking for issue 5, instead of saying, can I reach 7?
Hold them horses.
Can I reach 75?
Fuck it, let's go for 10.
Can I reach 8? Well, I still like to be conservative with but the thing is, like, that's now, it's like, could I possibly reach 75? Could I possibly reach 8,000 on issue 5? I mean, that's so yeah, it's like so that side note. So okay, so I made, hey Jake, so I made the 6,300 on that campaign. Trust me, everybody who's gotten books from me before end up with enough packing material to pack their own campaigns in to fulfill their own campaigns.
True story.
I mean, it's like, we have the U-line, we use the U-line boxes. We use bubble wrap. We use the packing, like what the painter's tape.
You put the shirt in a Ziploc bag.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like,
there was nothing shifting around.
Right. And it's like, depending, if I shake that box and I hear things moving, I go back in and I tape the thing into place if I'm not comfortable with how it's sounding. It's like, I want to be able to put that box down and not hear a sound, because it's like, usually there's enough bubble wrap that it's like, there's enough bubble wrap to keep it from shifting in the box,
right?
But if I hear, it's like, if I hear that, it's like, let me either put in more bubble wrap, or I tape it to the box. But you see, but that's the thing, though, that's part of the cost.
I had somebody ship stuff in with grocery bags. Like, seriously, they used grocery bags for filler. No, it was
I've done that.
They didn't have, and that was awesome. It might have been you. That was fucking awesome. It secured everything.
Right. Because it's like, awesome. Because now, especially over here, I don't know where, I don't know if that's the case, but here, now it's like there's this whole like plastic bag initiative where stores are not supposed to be giving out plastic bags anymore. So they're giving out paper bags. And well, it's 5 cents actually, but the thing is, though, there just comes a point where it's like, we're just so much paper bags, and paper bags are the same. They're the same material as craft paper that you would use as filler. So
shred that shit.
What I'm doing is I'm shredding. Really, I mean, it's like I'm shredding the paper bags, and I'm using that as filler. So it's like, but the whole point is that nothing moves, right? It's like, yeah, exactly. And you see, and that's the thing too, that it's like, we've talked to a lot of creators who they really do cater to that CGC market. It's like, that's the thing. So it's like, yeah. So if you're selling a book that someone is buying, expecting to get a high grade from it, you're not putting that in a manila envelope, right?
Merch is coming. Merch is
coming. Yeah. So that's the thing. So it's like, because it's like, if I pay $25, $30, especially for some of these variant covers, you can pay up to $50 for a variant cover. How absolutely pissed would you be? Get that shit in a manila envelope. Like,
pissed I'd be sending it back, and
right.
calling someone on Messenger. You'll get that,
right? Yeah,
Nita Lanning, and Nita doesn't call,
right.
Like, or I message first. I'm like, hey, is it okay if I call you?
Right? Yeah, exactly.
If the phone fucking rings, it's bad, yo.
Yeah, I know. It's like, why can't you text like a normal person? So when he got this in the mail, I was just like, I don't understand how, especially like, what, Kickstarter is what, like almost 10 years old? How old is Kickstarter? I mean, it's like, nobody should not know how this
works. They know. They're doing it to be cheap because they think, well, we'll get away with the majority of it.
Right.
They got the overhead loss already calculated in their fucking head. Never mind that it's a nuisance to us because we're gonna have to fucking wait longer because we're gonna be pissed, and I want my shit in good condition.
Right.
So fucking you're
Exactly.
getting it back, or
Right.
go ahead and send me my new ones. Like that fucking, what was that little Alfred Pennyworth is what he was going by.
Oh.
Sent me that bent up ass book, man, boy. Don't play with me. After ripping me off for 6 fucking months to where I had to call him out on his own Facebook page.
Oh
to get
my
him to send me my
goodness. Yeah,
shit.
that's whole I kind of wonder what the Venn diagram is between well put together campaigns. And I'm talking about from the campaign itself to fulfillment. And how many people actually worked in customer service retail? Like, I kind of wonder what the Venn diagram is on that, because it's like, I've worked in retail, JD worked in retail. So we're very hyper aware as to what expectations can be. And we try to reflect that in our campaigns and the way we fulfill. It's like what we're doing. It's like, yes, we're creators. Yes, we're selling you a book. But the thing is, though, the whole environment is also what we're dealing with direct customer service, right? Even though it's all mail order. It's like, okay, you're not in front of us screaming for our manager, as we joked at the beginning.
No, they're worse. Here's the thing. It's worse because you send shit like that, word of mouth. Not only will you get called out on certain shows like we're doing right now, people talk.
Yeah.
In the background, you send out shit like that, it gets around. And guess what? You're going to lose fucking backers.
Right. Because if I know you have a habit, if I know you have a habit of sending out books, like you might as well just put a stamp on the front cover while you're at it. I know not to support that campaign again. In the end, I don't care how much I like the book. I mean, luckily this is rare. Okay. So let me just really, reiterate that,
yeah,
this is rare. It's very, it's because, we're talking about it because it's like, holy crap, I can't believe this happened. It's like that's, and it's like, if it happened and it doesn't happen all the time. It's like I said, it is rare. So most people who run campaigns get it.
Right.
That fulfillment and how you fulfill is just as important as and here's the thing too. You see, this is the thing that I don't understand. You're paying, we're printing on demand. Okay. Right. Like I said, we're not Marvel, we're not DC, we're not printing things, we're not printing our comics in the hundreds of thousands. So we're not getting that offset price point. We might be paying, like, depending on the type of book, probably up to $2 a book. Just that's our cost. That's usually if you're using really, really specialty papers. I've seen some metallic papers go up to $3.50 a book, depending on the printer. So these are not cheap books to print. Probably your average POD is like $1 something.
Right.
So these are not cheap books to print. So I don't understand how you can spend all that money on getting your books printed on the premium materials, and then decide
not bother to package it
right, and then
properly.
And then it's like skimp on the shipping,
right?
Skip on the on the packaging to ship. I don't understand that, and it's like, Mike Jimmy said that it's like, that he used a printer that kind of wrecked his entire print run. And it's like, no, absolutely. It's like someone should have been at that press, quality checking the prints.
Damn straight.
That should not have gone to you. Even while they were packaging them, they should have quality checked them. I used to work at a printer. And anything that came out of any of the machines, there was a whole troop of women specifically there to check each and every individual piece for quality.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was kind of high maintenance. The way
I feel like a random book grab, but every piece, that's fucking awesome.
Right. Yeah. That was it's it's like it was kind of intense. And it's like, yeah, and usually it's like when I personally was working in printing, I would check every book that I printed out myself and bound and cut and the whole thing. I would check that, and I would be flipping. Okay, this was, it's like, because I would want people doing that for me. So yeah, so that's a whole. But the thing is, that's the printer, and it's like, yeah, and it's kind of the same conversation with them. How did this pass quality check? There's always quality check, and the person,
Bristolian Dave.
Oh, hey, how you doing? Oh yeah, it's like, where everyone, the chat is really filling up there. We see you. We do see you. Yes, we do. So yeah, so we're paying premium to have these books printed.
Mm-hmm.
But now all of a sudden you want to save. All of a sudden you want to be cheap on packaging.
And not only steady, you want to show some extra love. People love presentation and packaging.
Right. Yeah.
Those fucking bags that JD got that were printed, those were fucking awesome and exciting just to see those. When the logo tape on the outside, those are fucking, do it right, man.
Right.
Fucking do it right.
Yeah.
It's just as important as fulfilling, period.
Right. And here's the thing too. If this is mostly for the United States people, I don't know if people overseas can take advantage of this. Sticker Mule.
Yes.
Every week, Sticker Mule puts out a deal that where you can get stuff like, I guess, whatever particular sale. They literally hold sales. There's a particular item that becomes available that they sell for a very discounted price. And they sometimes have specials where it's all packing materials all the time. So every day for a week, it's different types of packing material. So you can stock up. You can get the logo, the tape with the logo on it. You can get the packing stickers. You can get the poly mailers. You can get the bubble mailers with your logos.
And any craft store has washi tape. You gotta stop using Scotch tape on our shit.
Yeah.
You know how many corner tears I've had from Scotch tape catching it when I pull it out the bag?
Right. Again, damaging the book. That it's like,
which, granted, that's upon opening, and that's on me because I should completely remove the tape. But you get it, and you think you've got it back, you pull it out, and it snags that fucking bottom corner, and there's your fucking
Yeah. I mean, Joe, it's like, yes, you are correct. My numbers are off because I have so many of them in my head, but I know that POD is, if you really want to know numbers, JD is definitely the person to ask.
Yeah, JD's the numbers guy.
He memorizes everything. But like but for POD, it's like, it's like it depends on the type of paper, how many pages, color or black and white. It varies. The pricing does vary, but POD is more expensive than offset printing. Especially since there are some times that I'm only buying 10 copies of a book. So of course that's going to be more expensive than if I bought 100 copies of a book. And even then, that's even more expensive than if you go offset and print 3,000 of a book. So yes, I do agree that my numbers are off. So yes. It's one of those, your mileage will vary type of thing, depending on your printer and everything. So
Allison, please listen to me. Hear me out. Washi tape or painter's tape.
Right. Although washi tape
everybody,
is prettier, though.
Yeah, washi tape's prettier, but packing tape will do it too. Nothing irks me more than Scotch tape all over the fucking bag, especially the guys that put one piece on each corner. Dude, stop doing that crap.
Right. Yeah. All right. Yeah, coffee is important. So Sticker Mule, watch out for those weekly deals. Usually they launch around like 4 o'clock Eastern every Monday. And like I said, there's some weeks they do packaging material once
And there's
every day.
days that they have
every day.
super stupid sticker deals.
Yeah.
So if you've got characters, it's the time to fucking go all out and just stockpile them fuckers.
Right. But really, it's like, you know, there's no reason to be cheap with your packaging. It's, you know what? It's just another cost of doing business. It's supposed to be factored in to your, you know, to what you do on your campaign. So yeah, it's like, really, don't do that.
Best place to have a friend in this industry.
Yes, exactly. Especially nowadays, that's for sure. Yeah, but don't do this.
Don't do this. Don't do this.
You know, I mean, especially if you're
don't do that with cardboard. Get the fucking box mailers.
Yeah.
Or get a box.
Yeah.
Please don't send me a fucking a book in an envelope ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
And especially with the cost of the shipping that they have here, which I mean, yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous from where it was coming from. They could have put proper cardboard in here, and it still would have been the same price. It's not like it would have jacked up the price. I mean, it's like, I think that's like priority. Yeah, it's priority mail. So it's like priority mail goes up to a certain weight.
My kids' curriculum some of their curriculum comes from the Amish. Okay?
Oh.
The Amish box their shit right. Like, seriously, I get workbooks come in bubble wrap and box mailers.
Right. So it's like, yeah, you know, so it's like, yeah, there's, I mean, really, for the priority mail, they could have put, I've sent, for this exact same price, I've sent boxes this thick with this many books in a box that I slip into a priority mail sleeve, you know, and the thing is like this big, and I can send it for this exact same price.
You better get them numbers from JD. Daphne and I don't maths.
Yeah, we don't maths. We do very rough averages. If you want really specific information, including places that he can recommend to you, yeah, contact JD. He'll give you more specific information.
Let me have a story time with Joe McPhee.
Oh, okay. Story time.
So here's how this goes down. I got a rare comic. It was signed. It was in fucking beautiful condition. One piece of tape across the back. Got excited. Opened it up. Whipped that sucker out and took out the whole back bottom corner because the Scotch tape caught it. Washi tape doesn't do that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not even big on painter's tape, but painter's tape I think would be better. Masking tape I would not recommend.
Right,
Packing tape, no, absolutely fucking not. But depending on the brand and the stickiness of the Scotch tape,
right.
Scotch tape is bad news when you're opening a new comic, and it's happened more than once.
Right. And for some reason, if you don't know what washi tape is, because even I had to look up specifically what washi tape was, it's literally tape made out of paper with a light adhesive. It's mostly used for scrapbooking, and it's decorative a lot of the time. I mean, it's like, so this is, I was able to get like a whole mess of them. So this is
look how pretty.
Right. So this is all washi tape. I don't remember what I paid for all of these. As you can see, it's like I'm going through them already. So yeah, so it's like it's mostly used for scrapbooking. Since it has a very light adhesive, and it's made out of paper. So painter's tape is just, I guess, a more utilitarian version of it.
Right.
But the adhesive is usually stronger on paper tape, on painter's tape. So, yeah, and I started using washi tape because both Meredith and Nita were up my ass about that. So and I haven't looked back since. Yeah. So there you go, people. Just to remind everybody, we do have that 5% discount code on Gemini mailers. Use the Ragin 2 code, because there's no excuse. There's absolutely no excuse why you go through all this time, effort, and money to get your books printed, and then all of a sudden get all cheap on the packaging,
turning your own product inferior.
Right, exactly. It's like there's no reason. You don't have to go overboard with packaging. That's the thing. You don't have to go overboard. You just have to do what you know will get your stuff in the mail into your customers' hands. They spent good money on your book. We want, those books to come in excellent condition, because that's the expectation. So
send your link, Jade.
Yeah, exactly. Put your link up there. Yeah. So oh yeah, it's washi.
All kinds.
Washi. I think
down below. Look down, Daphne. Look.
Oh, there we go. WASHI. Yes, because I don't number or letter good.
Show some love to Jake, guys.
Yes, exactly. He's working hard like the rest of us. So there we have it. So that's today's lesson for the day. Pack your shit correctly. That's all we ask. We pay good money for it. We want to get it in excellent condition so that we can absolutely wreck it by reading it over and over and over again. So there you have it. So on that note, you got anything else, Nita?
Outro ho shit.
Outro. Okay. So, all right. So if you want to learn more about my artwork, my books, and whatnot, you can head on over to my main portfolio site at egoworks.com, EGOWORKS, where you can find links to all of my galleries and social media sites. But I mostly post to Facebook if you're into seeing sketches and current work in progress and updates about things. And also you can catch me on YouTube, again, Mondays and Fridays on the Ragin 2 network at 11 a.m. Catch me Wednesdays from 4 to 6 on my channel at Daphne Lage Art. And there's going to be some updates to my schedule starting in May. But I will announce that as
I know what they are.
We get closer.
Tomorrow.
Oh, yes. And definitely tomorrow, join us on the House of Bob Drawing Night stream here on the Ragin 2 network, and also at my own channel, where we're holding pretty much an adult restricted stream from 10 p.m. to midnight. Come, let's Frankenstein a hostess. Let's do that. Let's Frankenstein a hostess together tomorrow. Let's have some fun with that. So, and don't forget to sign up for my monthly newsletter, where you get free comic PDFs for joining, and you get regular updates about current and upcoming crowdfunding campaigns for Egoraven, for Tall Tales, and for the Oswald Chronicles. And especially the next campaign that I have coming up is Tall Tales Volume 4 of Thieves Quest. So that's going to be coming up in the next couple of months. I'll have an exact date if I could remember it, but we'll talk about that later. So yes, so that's it for me. Nita, what else we got?
Okay, so tomorrow we've got Sketchy Saturday, then followed by that we're going to have Sunday Funnies, and then we're back to the regular grind of Monday through Friday again. Got a couple of new shows coming up. We're working on a indie comics news show that'll be coming soon, possibly a manga focused show. So any weebs out there, hit me up. I'm running ideas past people. Yeah. That's
it. So
going and growing.
Yeah, exactly. So here we are ending your work week, so I just want to wish everybody happy holiday. It's Easter on Sunday, right? So
whatever you celebrate,
happy Easter. If you don't celebrate, have a great weekend. And we'll see you on Monday. And with that, as always, eat your food, moisturize, mind your own business, and do the work, because when you do the work, you never have to fake your accomplishments.
Hey, Mike Jimmy, show Jake some love.
There you go. And we'll see you on Monday.
That's right. Hit the button.
Oh, yeah. Especially hit the button.
Yeah. Especially ours.
Yeah, especially.